if women and girls are involved in telling stories about women and girls, then we have an actually authentic representations and not just interpretations of someone else. Media representations and how that shapes who we are and who we think we are, how we see ourselves and how we see the world.
Film's been around for like 150 years. Almost all of those years are male gaze influence when you think about it, because the bigger films that we've seen or we use in history are directed by male filmmakers. And also when you look at, I keep referring back to cinematography because it's important, like what we see as well, and what women see and what men see, completely different things. And
Hawaii Women in Filmmaking is a feminist filmmaking organization that I founded in 2011. And with this simple and yet impactful, hopefully, idea of creating a safe space where women and girls could actually learn the skills and the tools of filmmaking and tell their stories.
I'm all about we need to show the girls that we can do things differently, because Hawaii Women in Filmmaking, or Vera, especially Vera, have shown me that we can do things different.
And so in 2012, we launched the very first pilot project called the Summer Real Camps for Girls, a 1 week long intensive filmmaking program where the participants learn from the A to Z of filmmaking, and in just 1 week produce short films.
This program really not only gives you the opportunity to learn, but also give you the opportunity to work with what you learn afterwards. Once Vera and the rest of the team think you are qualified for it, they will hire you. Everything that we see are what men think is important, We only see women and heartbroken women. We only see women that are being saved by men. Usually, I didn't grow up with any female superhero. I didn't know I could be one, So that is, it's important the way we portray different genders, in order to know what we can do.
when you look at the big budgeted films in the industry, when we watch the Oscars and the Golden Globes, there's only so few positions, right, that's so prominent. And where women tend to be most employed that I've seen is like script supervising, of course, hair, makeup, wardrobe, administration, assistants to producers, assistants to actors. And it kind of mimics the stereotype of being a woman when you're at home and you're supporting everybody in the family and watching the kids and don't be late, do this, do that. And it's like we've taken this stereotype role that we've been in for so long, and somehow we find that same type of job, on a film set somewhere or in production. The women do exist. They are on sets and they are in productions, but we just don't get to see them because they're in support roles.
There was this lawsuit from ACLU in California, actually to look into discrimination in the workplace in Hollywood, because how comes that only few women are actually hired, and that also means few women are actually paid Hollywood stipends and so forth and so on. So those numbers tells a lot of different stories in terms of actually what stories we see in front of the camera. but also, these kind of discriminations in the workplace. We're all part of this movement where hopefully we don't need to exist anymore. So if you ask me what is my dream 5-10 years from now, is actually to be irrelevant, like, that we don't need to exist anymore, because what once upon a time seemed impossible, it's actually eventually normal.